And the Kings preparing for this road contest as they get off the bus. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says, we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. And today, Greg, it's about the NBA. But tomorrow it's about spending Turkey Day with family and friends.
I think everyone realizes it's not something we can take for granted. Cherish those moments with your ones that are likely to be your fondest memories.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Robertson. Peja Stojakovic is out there with Weber. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Richmond in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, we got Mutombo. Maravich is out there with Dominique Wilkins. Then it's Fresh. And it's Pettit in at the 4 slot. Pass to Richmond. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Coming into this, having not to win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Now, here's Cousins. Robertson outside. Pass to Richmond. It's up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Wilkins against Richmond. Fresh. Outside, Maravich. Now the pass to Fresh. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Chris Webber with the rebound. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Cousins and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Cousins lives at the line. Just applies tremendous pressure on the defense.
The Kings shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And Cousins drops them both. You know, Richard, this is hard to believe, but the Kings haven't made the playoffs since 2006, which is the longest streak right now in the NBA.
And I remember them being 1 game away from playing us in the NBA Finals. So this has been surprising for everyone. Look, Sacramento, they have to prioritize winning because it just has not been working out, and their fans are amazing. They love some playoff basketball. Get those guys some playoff basketball.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Wilkins. Here's Fresh. A shot's good on the assist from Wilkins. Fresh has got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's the Kings with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Corner shot, and it's sent back by Wilkins. Richmond against Maravich.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
The Kings have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Richmond outside. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think it's more drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Robertson. After the basket by Atlanta. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
That's good from Richmond. And he's good on the second. And he makes all three.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Uses both hands to shut it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now here's Fresh. He had 28 points in the win against Cleveland. Right wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From deep. That shot is off. And the Kings going the other way now. Kicks it to Stojakovic. Passes it to Robertson. 1:44 left here in the first quarter. The offensive rebound. Stojakovic, the pass to Weber. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Atlanta leading by 6. Now here's Fresh. 9 points in the game so far. Mutombo inside. Rebound by the Kings. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
Now here's Fresh. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
From deep, Robertson connects from three-point range.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Now here's Fresh. He's got 11. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Embry.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Stojakovic against Wilkins. Weber. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Throws it up high. And so the ball is out of bounds. Wilkins touched it last.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like
7 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Martin. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Atlanta up 5. Back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks. Here's Young. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Collins and Capella in the post positions. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Fresh. And it's Hagan in at the 2-guard spot. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk the player's health. Why? Substitution on the court. Now here's Fresh. Tight defense on him. Here's Murray. The shot misses. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Embry passes to Bibby. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
This is where we see Cousins a lot. He's
He's always up there among the league leaders in free throw attempts. It's so hard to handle in the post. D just never knows what to do with it.
For Sacramento, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Cousins drops them both. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 3-point lead. Now Fresh. 11 points in the game. Here's Hagan. Off target with his 3. And so here's Sacramento. Cousins, a pass to Sloan, and the layup's good off the glass. Sloan's got his first points of the game.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Fresh. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. That one drops for him.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sitting it right back.
Richmond outside. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Bibby against Murray. Bibby with the bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout. And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks lead by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this.
36. The Kings. 27.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Looking at the Hawks. And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Sacramento? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Fresh, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. They've got Freshest, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Weber. Then there's Robertson, and it's Richmond in at the 2 guard.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Robertson against Maravich. Pass to Cousins. Here's Richmond. Rebound, Atlanta.
And well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Cousins.
If he's not a sure thing in the paint, Cousins is pretty close. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, DA. Just 5 to shoot. Fresh. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
There's the pass to Fresh. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Passes it to Wilkins. Hawks passing it around. And here's Maravich from the arc. It's hauled in by the Kings. Cousins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Weber against Maravich. Back to Robertson. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Robertson's got 13 points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And he jams it with authority.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Martin wide open. He fires. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And even if Martin goes through ups and downs in other parts of his game, they can still depend on his three-point shooting. He tends to be very consistent from long range. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Capella against Weber. Pass to Archibald. Here's Embry. Count that one. Embry's got his second bucket.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Fresh. Stolen. Inside. Here's Archibald. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Bogdanovich and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go. All the contact.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they ask for.
Now here's Fresh. He's guarded closely. Count it. Good. Fresh has got 12 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Martin from outside, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Maravich is out there with Dominique Wilkins. And it's Mutombo. Then it's Smith. And it's Fresh in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Stojakovic against Smith. And that's going to be a travel. The Hawks leading by 10. Here is Maravich. Tipped away. Robertson with the steal. The pass to Cousins. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got 3 assists tonight.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
Smith outside. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Pass to Wilkins. Fresh with the ball. From deep. It's rebounded by Embry. Embry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Richmond no good. The Hawks leading by 6. And here's Wilkins from the arc. Drills the 3-pointer.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Wilkins against Richmond. Robertson kicks to Richmond. Top of the key. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. Mutombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Maravich the pass to Fresh. There's the dish to Mutombo. Pass to Maravich. 5 on the clock. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure looked good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
The Hawks leading by 7. Pass to Fresh. Driving the lane, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? The Kings running out of time. Richmond outside. Over Wilkins. Here's Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
You gotta love how Cousins uses his size, his reach. He's more prolific on the defensive glass, but obviously a factor on the offensive play.
Fresh can't get it to go.
And you gotta give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Richmond outside. The tray. Rebound Atlanta. At 1 point, they led by 16. underway just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. It's rebounded by Oscar Robertson.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Stojakovic dishes to Cousins. That shot off the mark. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. Bogdanovich is checked in for Fresh. And the King.
Substitution on the court.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
His first. Team's first. King substitution.
Here's Fresh.
Marcus Cousins.
Off the inbound. That one wide left.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And inviting contact, that's something that Richmond does as well as anybody.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game. Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
A 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're behind by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Fresh.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
That's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throw put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
A 3 off the inbound. Pettit grabs the board. And he commits the intentional foul.
Oscar Robertson, his second. Team's fourth. At the line for another. Fresh.
He hits the first one, and that improves his lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Richmond outside. Fires from deep. And so it's Atlanta with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Trey, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position, so what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and good in team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts off the court. That translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.